forklift hits the elevated load of another forklift, causing a collision. This video illustrates a critical incident where a crane, while maneuvering a light pole, makes an error causing the pole to tilt and fall. A powder tanker leaks from its upper lid, signaling a dangerous pressure buildup. Always ensure that any vessel containing powder or liquid is fully depressurized before attempting to open any access points, as preventing uncontrolled releases requires strict adherence to safety protocols for pressure management. Witnessing an excavator's arm suddenly swing without apparent reason highlights the unpredictable dangers that can arise on a work site, and the narrator asks viewers what they believe caused this sudden swing: an error, a malfunction, or intentional action. This video depicts a critical crane malfunction, where a lifting rope snaps during a hoisting operation. The incident appears to be a severe case of over-hoisting, where the hook mechanism continued its ascent beyond the safe limit, leading to extreme tension and the failure of the wire rope. Another scene depicts a critical misstep during truck unloading operations when a worker attempts to open a side gate. The sudden collapse of the gate leads directly to a piece of heavy cargo falling. Footage from a subway station escalator points to the vital role of special equipment maintenance in public safety, stressing that these high-traffic machines must receive consistent expert upkeep. The video vividly illustrates the danger of flying debris during stone-crushing operations, as large stones are broken down and fragments can be propelled at high velocity, turning the area around the crusher into a dangerous zone. A mobile crane flips over while handling a shipping container, resulting in a collapse onto a boat. This clear example of a lifting accident underscores the peril of neglecting a mobile crane's torque or moment limit, as overloading, even momentarily, instantly compromises crane stability. This incident highlights the critical importance of properly securing loads on electric pallet jacks. Even at low speeds, sudden braking can cause unsecured items to shift and fall. This scene vividly demonstrates why fall protection equipment is absolutely non-negotiable when working in a boom lift, as the workers were fortunately kept safe by their safety harnesses and lanyards which kept them secured. Unsecured and improperly stacked panels are a serious danger. Removing one item can cause the entire stack to tilt and fall. Always ensure materials are stable, braced, or racked for safe storage. Prevent injuries by never working near or retrieving items from unstable loads. Witness the extreme force of tire explosions during inflation in these short clips. Thankfully, no workers were injured, but the lack of a tire inflation cage is a critical error. A proper cage is essential to protect against blasts. Never inflate large tires without this vital safety equipment. Two workers were repairing an industrial machine but failed to release the built-up air pressure. That pressure suddenly discharged, launching a heavy component with force. This is exactly why energy sources must always be isolated before maintenance. In this video, a mechanic is working on a car with the bonnet open, and without warning, the bonnet slams shut, hurting his manhood. This incident highlights why bonnet supports and latches must always be checked and secured, even when working at the side, and one should never trust the bonnet to stay open on its own. A woman is placing a cup into a spinning machine, likely a mixer, when she turns and her hair gets caught in the running equipment. This shows why long hair must always be secured when working near rotating machines. Fortunately, she was not injured. In another segment, a woman is using the escalator when she suddenly loses balance and falls. She struggles to get back on her feet, but the moving steps make it difficult, causing her to fall again. The situation continues until another person activates the emergency stop button. This shows why escalator falls are serious, and why quick use of the emergency stop can prevent further injury. During a crane lift, a sling snapped and caused the heavy machinery to rotate dangerously in midair. Using worn or improper lifting gear can turn routine hoisting into a major hazard, so all slings and rigging equipment must be regularly inspected and matched to the load's weight and shape. A worker reached into a punching machine without safety interlocks in place. Machines must never operate while accessible, and interlocks, two-hand controls, and lockout procedures are essential, as one unguarded moment can lead to serious danger. A man climbs onto his roof using a ladder, then walks upward along the sloped surface. But with no protective gear, no supervision, and wearing unsuitable shoes, he loses footing and slides off. Sloped roofs are high-risk areas, and one should always wear proper shoes, use fall protection, and never work alone. Fortunately, he suffered no injuries, but it could have ended much worse. Two workers on a flatbed get distracted by the passing forklift, unaware the marble slabs are tilting by the time they notice it's too late, and the slabs collapse, never lose focus in a high-risk environment. Heavy materials like marble should always be secured properly, and workers must stay aware of their surroundings at all time. Two workers are preparing to unload cargo when one begins to detach the metal railings. Unaware his teammate is standing on one the moment it comes loose, the worker on the left loses his footing and falls. In his video, we can see a ball mill, a massive rotating machine filled with grinding balls used to grind or blend materials like ore and cement. During maintenance, workers climb inside to inspect or repair it. But during this maintenance, a critical mistake occurred. The machine was unexpectedly powered on. This event was most probably caused by a failure in lockout tagout procedures, which are meant to ensure machinery is completely shut down before maintenance. High above the city, a suspended platform meant for window cleaning or maintenance is now swinging out of control. Whether due to strong winds or equipment failure, this is a terrifying situation. For anyone inside, this highlights the extreme risks of working at heights proper. Securing emergency protocols and safety harnesses are critical to surviving incidents like this. Fortunately, the workers inside made it out safely with no injuries reported. Watch as this frying pan causes a fire inside a restaurant's kitchen. The cooks try to put it out, but to no avail. This truck stopped on what seems to be a slope. Suddenly, something goes wrong with the brakes, and the truck begins to roll slowly down the slope. A man seeing the danger rushes in front of the vehicle, desperately trying to stop it. A man using a chainsaw to cut down a very tall tree miscalculates the necessary fall zone, resulting in the tree landing directly on his parked car. Operating the chainsaw one-handed and having no safety fall made this incident inevitable once the tree's movement destabilized the ladder. This footage documents a bizarre and truly inevitable accident caused by a runaway truck tire. Once the massive tire separated from its vehicle, it became a projectile, with significant momentum making it impossible to predict or stop its trajectory. Fortunately, the worker is seen getting up on his own feet. The machine used for this demolition was not chosen correctly for the job. It was too small for the height of the building. This incorrect choice meant the entire demolition plan was flawed from the start. This video shows a common workplace accident involving a vehicle's hood. The failure occurred when the hydraulic support struts slowly gave out, causing the heavy hood to shut and trap the worker's fingers. He was eventually able to pull his trapped fingers out. This forklift operator drove onto the truck bed to unload cargo. Critically, the truck was not secured with brakes or wheel chocks, making it unstable. As the forklift began moving in reverse, the momentum caused the unsecured truck to silently slide forward. Since the operator was also moving backward, he did not notice this movement. A boom lift is seen driving along the exterior of a building, while the operator stands in the elevated basket controlling its movement. As the machine traverses uneven ground, it suddenly jolts, and the platform shakes with sudden force, ejecting the operator. Fortunately, he suffered minor injuries and will be fine. Scaffolding work requires strict adherence to fall prevention measures. Always ensure guardrails are in place, platforms are stable, and personal protective equipment like harnesses is used when required. Regular inspections and safe access can make all the difference in preventing serious accidents. Lifting operations demand strict exclusion zones. No one should ever be near suspended loads. In this case, only the worker's quick reflexes and physical fitness helped him escape. Safety protocols must never rely on luck or athleticism. During welding operations, a worker's winter hat accidentally caught fire from the torch. The welder was initially unaware, but nearby colleagues quickly alerted him. He removed the hat immediately, and thankfully no one was harmed. Press machines apply tons of force in milliseconds. Without dual hand controls, light curtains, or physical guards, even the smallest misstep can lead to lifelong disability.